Hi everyone, welcome to the channel and my name is Manish Tiwari. So today I'm going to talk about DevOps roadmap, DevOps challenges, DevOps culture and what kind of packages you can expect, what kind of package, the numbers you can quote during your calls, correct? So we are going to talk about these things. We are going to talk about DevOps skills as well. I have listed down few queries as well, like what I receive from different users. Like I used to get these calls, correct, on WhatsApp, on the personal number what I have already shared with you, and you can get the same number in the description of this video and other video as well. So here I'm going to specifically talk about DevOps and DevOps challenges and your queries. This is what I'm going to handle. So the first question, or the mostly asked question whenever I receive any call, is that how can we start with the DevOps? I haven't worked with the DevOps, or I have worked for the DevOps for 1 or 2 years. I am just preparing for the DevOps. I'm facing challenges while appearing for the DevOps interview. Can I crack those? Can I go through any materials? Can I find out some videos? So to answer in one liner, yes, you can find out. You can reach out to me. There are services what I used to what I offer, like the courses and other things. You can join that too. But before that, let me tell you different things as well. What are the skills on which you should focus, even if you are preparing yourself? You are preparing for the DevOps interview yourself. So what are the skills on which you should focus, considering the priority of your skills, correct? So when we talk about cloud, DevOps itself will start from the cloud, correct? You should know the cloud at least. So in cloud, you should go with the AWS cloud. That is your first skill set in which you should focus, on which you should focus, correct? So once you learn about the AWS cloud, you know how to create server, you know how to create VPC, you know how to create database, you know how to create bucket and the Lambda function, API gateway, all these services. Once you know AWS, correct, you should now go for learning Kubernetes, where you can deploy your application. How can your application be highly scalable? How can you manage the things like deployment, daemon set, stateful set, config map, secrets, and other components of the Kubernetes? How master node, worker node works, how the network flow from external world to your pod, to your running application, which is running as a container. So everything you will know once you have gone through Kubernetes related training or Kubernetes videos. Once you have known, like you are aware about the Kubernetes, the third skill set what I prioritize is Terraform. You should know how to write Terraform code to provision infrastructure over any cloud, over its AWS cloud, GCP, Azure, or any other Kubernetes provider or other provider as well. Correct? So is talking about the priority of a skill set, cloud, Kubernetes, then your Terraform. Fourth is your CI/CD that you can learn Jenkins. Fifth, your becomes Docker. Sixth, Git and Linux. So these are 6 to 7 skill set on which you should focus at least, considering the priority: cloud, Kubernetes, Terraform, Jenkins, Docker, Git, Linux. Correct. Once you have gone through these videos or this training, considering these skills, once you are aware about everything, now you are aware about the concept. Now you should focus on the interview preparation. So when we talk about interview preparation, you should know, if you have already learned about this AWS EC2, what kind of multiple scenario based questions can be asked from the EC2? What kind of multiple scenario based questions can come from your Kubernetes deployment? What kind of multiple scenario based questions can come from AWS S3? What kind of scenario based questions can we ask from Terraform, the Jenkins pipeline, correct? How do you work on the daily basis? Like how do you do troubleshooting? What kind of day-to-day activity you perform while working as a DevOps engineer? So there are multiple scenario, or the multiple questions can be asked during an interview, and you have to face it. You have to answer these questions in a way where you should look like you have already worked on these skills. You are experienced one. It's not like that you have not worked, you have just gone through the documentation and you are appearing for the interview. Your answer will tell whether you have worked or not. So that experience will matter. So that's the thing. Also, I get question whether there is a demand for the DevOps in the market or not. So let me be very honest. DevOps will be in demand in the market. There are other profiles as well. Development is there. Other profiles are also there. Who like these profiles are there in the market, and they will continue to be in the market. In the similar way, right now DevOps is on its boom. It's high in demand. So you can easily go with all these skill set what I'm mentioning. You can learn about this. Even if you are going for the self preparation, you should go, and then you prepare and you join this DevOps world, DevOps profession. Correct. So who can join DevOps? If you are transitioning your career from non-IT to IT, you can join. Should be like you should be having the knowledge, correct? Then you can obviously join. Then person or people who are from the different domain within the IT, they can also join. You should know the skills. You should go with the training. You should be able to work on the DevOps team, correct? So these are the questions what I receive on the daily basis, and this is how you can go for training. How can you prioritize your learning, and you can prepare yourself. If you have already gone through the training and you are not sure about the scenario based questions, you are welcome here. You can join DevOps Bootcamp batch, where we specifically talk about scenario based question from different skill set. AWS, Kubernetes, Terraform, Docker, Jenkins, Git, Linux, DevOps security related question, your generic questions which is asked during the interview, and project explanation. This is what we cover during our batch. So you can join that too. Other than this, what kind of question I receive on the daily basis? How can I explain CI/CD story? How can I explain my roles and responsibility in current team? How can I tell them what's my day-to-day activity? Correct, on the different skill set. What kind of work you do on the Kubernetes? What kind of work you do on your AWS on the daily basis? How your life cycle works? Correct. How the sprint planning happens for your organization for your project. So there are multiple things. It's you who has to narrate the story for your work experience. So I would recommend you to join. I would recommend you to learn. I would recommend you to join DevOps profession, and I would recommend you to uh, be what I should say. You should be focused on this learning, correct? Then only you will be able to crack the interview. It's not like you just go through one or two page or the documentation and you are done. You should know the concept. What is the concept? How it works, correct? So this is what I just wanted to talk about in this particular video. If you have any question, any kind of query, just feel free to drop a WhatsApp message to us, and we will respond you back within half an hour or an hour. That's the maximum time duration. Correct? So let's meet with your queries on WhatsApp or within the comment section itself. Wherever you feel free, you can drop your messages, and we will be really happy to answer you, to help you, to onboard you into the DevOps world. Correct. So till the time, thank you. Bye bye.